if anything happens, then you just play the slides.
Sure. Hello all, good evening. Welcome back to another wonderful Wednesday. So today we are going to witness two amazing case presentation. And to say about the first case, it is dealt by Ms. Shika Bantia. She is from Ujjain. And she is a gold medalist in MSc Food and Nutrition, and she has got a certification in diabetes educator and also in dietetics, Ayurvedic dietetics. And she has got a wonderful 3 years of experience, though the number seems to be too low. But I should tell you, the way she deals with the client is like unique. She has got that kind of a curiosity, and I really admire her, the way she connects and the way she, gets the doubt cleared. And that's a wonderful thing from Shika. And today she's going to share an amazing story of a 12-year-old boy who actually was suffering with vomiting, and it was like continuous vomiting, and parents were not able to find out why it is. And the boy, poor boy, was actually dropping in school attendance. And then comes Shika in his life, and rest is going to be narrated by Shika. I cannot wait no longer. So Shika, now the session is all yours. The time is all yours. Just go ahead in presenting the story of the 12-year-old.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that kind intro, kind words for me. Really. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, all the coaches, all the coaches, respected sir. Good evening to all. And ma'am, may I share? Am I host?
Yes, you are the co-host.
But I'm not, I think.
You're not able to do?
I'll try, ma'am.
Okay. Let me know if you are still finding difficulty.
Yes, ma'am, it's better, ma'am, you do that.
You want me to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Or ma'am, if you can give me a minute, then I can.
Okay. Try. If not, then I can help you out. Yes, Shika, it is visible. Perfect.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Okay. So here's the case. It starts with the sunflower. Why sunflower? Because sunflower has something unique quality in it. It has heliotropism. What is heliotropism? Yes. So heliotropism is a quality of a plant in which it turned towards the sun. It is called a sun tracking. So it is a sun tracking when a plant follows the movement of the sun during the day, and in absence of the sun, it gets gloomy, sad. It just falls down. So are the young sunflowers, which moves all the way towards the sun, from east till west, all the way towards the sun. Wherever sun moves, their face moves towards them. So we'll just connect the dots. So it's just the intro. And now starts our story. Story of a 12-year-old boy who lives in a family where he has his mother, which is preoccupied with a 6 months old baby girl with hydrocephalus, the condition that is watering the forebrain area. And father, who's mostly touring for his multi-level marketing company. Most of the time, like 16 days in a month, he's out of the town. So mostly he's taken care by his grandmother with her old age. She cannot prepare according to his wishes and desires. So he basically opts for outside food. He quite often eat outside, and he likes to eat outside mostly. He likes to eat chola bhatura, he likes to eat soya chap, he likes to eat, and whenever he is at home, he would prefer tea and biscuits, nothing much. So these were his options of outside food, and he really do not want to. He was finding this strategy very nice. Like, okay, it's okay to eat outside, and with all the leisure hours, he was searching mobile, like he was continuously on mobile, just enhancing his screen time along with games or something. And with all these things, what he developed was continuous stomachache and long episodes of vomiting. He was facing all the indigestion problems like gastric, like bloating, and always in a pain. Always he was having a pain in his stomach. And the part which he feels that it was very bad for him, that he was missing the schools, which he himself does not want to. But everyone feels that because he wants to miss school, he's coming up with all this scene of stomachache and all these issues of stomachache. But he really misses a lot. He was missing a lot of fun at school. So these were his presenting complaints. For this, he was being consulted with a gastroenterologist, and he suggested endoscopy. But like in this case, I was guided by Dr. Neelam Jain, and she asked them to have this USG whole abdomen rather than that endoscopy. So they did go for USG whole abdomen, and here's the finding: the boy was found with mild hepatomegaly with fatty liver, and in other reports, the mismanaged nutrients were insufficient levels of vitamin D were seen, and low levels of HDL cholesterol were seen because of all the eating habits, because of all the lifestyle habits he was enrolled in past few months. He was under the he fall prey to mild hepatomegaly and with fatty liver. See, at what age? At the age of 12, he was feeling all these things. So the continuous episodes of vomiting, sweating in school, continuous stomach ache, and for that he was just missing all his school. And as he was not going to school, so he was just lying around here and there and just passing his time. He was doing nothing. So late night dinner were his choices, late night sleep, doing nothing, just lying in his bed. So here is the report. Now we can connect the dots, just like as sunflower plant follows the movement of the sun during the day, and in absence of sun, it gets gloomy. So are our child, so are our children, which in absence of their mother shine, they get gloomy. Mother shine in terms of love, care, concern given by anyone to the person, to the child. This love, care, concern can gets him bloom instead of gloom, which was really missing. He was getting sad, gloomy in absence of all this love, care, and concern. And he was just turning towards wrong choices of eating oily foods, more oily foods, eating outside, drinking more teas rather than teas and biscuits rather than having anything else. Even he was drinking very less water. He was engaging more and more in mobile, sleeping late in nights, taking very late dinner, and no physical activity was at all was there. So after talking to him a lot, then we just made quite a lot of changes into his meal plan, because as mother wasn't present, we have to make all these things in arrangement with the grandmother. So we had a word with grandmother too. And after talking to him and grandmother, we did quite a lot of changes in his routine. We worked on his meal timings, and everything was just adjusted in between, like what he can do and what is the best possible thing for him to do. So that was being done. We worked on his meal timings, we enhanced his water intake, we reduced his tea. That was like almost 4 to 5 on a daily basis, and at times it may hike more than that. We added fruits, we added soaked nuts and seeds, we added probiotics for gut health improvement, we added immunity boosters like tulsi, ajwain, supplemented with vitamin D sachet as he was insufficient. He was not deficient, but insufficient levels of vitamin D were there. We suggested activities like walking, cycling, simple stretching exercises, sun salutations to him, which he could do easily. He started with spot walking, but then he loved cycling. So finally, he was doing these two exercises quite often rather than doing other stuff. So all this timely hand-holding bloomed him back. Like almost 7 to 10 days after our interventions, he told us that he would love to go to school. But at that time, he wasn't prepared properly. So he faced with stomachache and sweating at the school. But then next week, in like next couple of weeks, like 7 to 10 days post, like couple of weeks later of our hand-holding coaching, he started going to school without any issues, without any troubles. And after like that was the day of 16th August, when he, while taking his updates, as the updates were taken daily from him, even he used to update us that, ma'am, I had completed my 1 liter water. And just like that, things, small stuffs from him were coming to us. His messages were coming to us, and we were like in constant touch with him. We were like daily following with him. And on 16th August, when I talked to him, like he came to us on 29th of July, 2022. And on 16th August, when I took the updates, he told me that today was very happiest day because I attended school without any issue, without any hassle. I attended the whole day and I was very happy. This was his lines coming from his side. So these all were the clinical interventions which we intervene. And in holistically, we intervene the affirmation part. I gave a lot of quite small single one-liner affirmation, but this affirmation was his favorite. I asked him to like utter these affirmations quite often before bed and before drinking water. So he used to forget it, but he used to remember. Oh, ma'am, I just remember it later than I affirm at that time. So every day, in every way, I'm getting happier, healthier, and better. This was the affirmation which we provided to him. And in starting, he wasn't following it, but soon he was reminded by this affirmation that I have to say these words when I am drinking my water or when I'm going to sleep before bed. So whenever he remembers, he starts affirming at that time. So, and he used to message us also, update us also regarding that I forgot at that time, but I did it this time. And here are the like stats measurements. He arrived on 29th of July with weight 49.7. And yeah, around 20th of September, his weight was 47.5. His measurements, he had got good inch losses on all the areas, like his chest, waist, and butt. And after seeing him, his parents were like very happy. His mother was relieved a lot because there was someone to take care of him. And alongside, because meanwhile she was undergoing all the hassle of taking care of her daughter, as she was hydrocephalus, and she was also having her surgery soon. Hydrocephalus baby surgery was also planned soon, so she was all the time she was like into that issue. And meanwhile, after seeing this results, they were very happy, and even they wanted to enroll with us, and they did enroll with us for their health also. And here is the images, comparative study of the images from the day 1 till this was the on 20th September. So these all changes were seen in him. He was quite happy. He was happily doing all his activity. He had not crave for tea anymore. Like, he wasn't taking tea that much. That was according to his frequency, which was earlier. And he started enjoying going to school, as he loved going to school, but because of all the stomach ache, and he couldn't express himself that no, I am really having some issues. Everyone around was thinking that he's making up things for himself. His water intake increases. He used to update us like around 2ish that I have completed my 1 liter bottle and I'll complete my next 1 liter by 6 p.m. So he used to update us like that ways. He used to love, he started walking and cycling lovingly. Also, we have asked him to do that. And this was one thing he used to love. And he used to go his tuitions by cycles only. And almost half an hour cycling was done on a daily basis since then. So these were the qualitative analysis which we found. And yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Neela ma'am. Thank you so much, Suresh sir. To Suresh sir. And okay, I'm done.
Okay, amazing. No words. So I'm able to sense that Shika's energy. I mean, the energy and the smile is very contagious from Shika, that's for sure. And that was a wonderful presentation, Shika, especially the sunflower part, connecting, the relationship between a son and a mother, what a kid could expect from his mother. And I'm able to see the happiness, the moment we achieve as a coach, right? That satisfaction. Okay, somehow we have helped him to start his life hassle free. That's
Yes.
that to imagine 12-year-old. He's like, he has to jump and he has to enjoy life, but sadly he's suffering with it without even knowing, until our coach, senior coach Neelam, she intervened and asked for a USG. Otherwise, the fatty liver and the hepatomegaly would have gone unnoticed, right? That's a wonderful thing. And so this is what, as a dietitian, as a clinical dietitian, we have the power to talk to people. I mean, to talk to the client, to spend some time, understand their problem, which majority of the time the doctors are not able to do, right?
He used to love to talk to us. Still, if we post a message, hey, how are you? So he used to revert us back. I'm fine. I'm doing good. And he used to give us updates about his health, how he's doing, how everyone else in the family is doing. Because, in a way, we get connected with everyone else around, like the mother, the father, even the little sister. So we used to ask her, like, how is she now? She's doing well. I'm playing with her only. And So that kind of message he used to
It
drop.
has become quite common now, Shika. Okay, one member from the family enrolls with us, and ultimately that coach becomes the family coach, right?
हाँ,
That has become
मतलब
a
like
pattern.
his parents also joined later. मतलब like just 2 months, like when his program got over, they joined.
Wonderful, wonderful, Shika. So, so before we get on to the next case, we have 5 more minutes time. So, any questions, quick questions?
Please.
So, Shika is there. She would love to answer it. Anybody wants to know anything? Any clarity? Any
Yes,
doubt?
Revati.
Yes, Sandhya, please go ahead.
Yeah. Shika and Neelam, that was, wonderful. Handling kids, that too a 12-year kid, that too a male kid, is something which is, a big task, because handling elders with this holistic approach is a cakewalk, like. But especially kid with the 12 years knowledge, and you're able to crack all the tools on him, is big wonder. So, did you find initially any kind of difficulty in convincing him to follow these tools?
Ma'am, he was not reluctant of doing anything, but once whenever I was like introducing any intervention to him, I used to explain him about why we are doing this and what would happen if we do this to you. Do you want this? So can we move further? Can we start doing it? Rather than saying him that we are doing this, I was asking him, added tulsi to his water, infused water, tulsi leaves. At that time, like we used to ask him, like, would you be able to, can we start day one? If you would like feel like doing it, then we will continue, or else we'll do something else. So he was not reluctant of anything, but instead of saying him that we are doing this and you have to take this, I just asked him that can we do this way and can we go further this way? If you do not like, we'll change it. No issues.
And the next question is, at that point of age, being diagnosed with this fatty liver is something which is unusual, right?
Yes,
so now it's been after almost an year.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you repeat the LFT?
We asked, ma'am, but quite somehow, like his parents also asked once that can we repeat it, and we said yes, we give the reports, but they did not repeated the test. And we just have followed up, but it was not repeated. Yes, ma'am. So I do not have that after reports.
Yeah. I mean, if you can, and if the parents can, that would be a wonderful case study to present in any of our, panels or any of, because pre and post, especially the liver shedding of that excess fat, that would, really add on a big stand to our approach.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely. I'll just have a word with his father and would request him to provide us with this.
I mean, the reports, the client's the testimony speaks a lot, of course, but to have that, standing substantial evidence and support to all the medical professionals, that would be a great support.
Yes, ma'am. At that time, they were like utterly busy among their family issues with their daughter.
Thank you. Really have to learn how to handle these kids, because handling kids is difficult than handling elders.
Thank you so much, Sandhya. So yes, 2 more minutes. Any other question before we listen to Shweta, our next speaker? Okay, I guess Shika, yours was like completely a very transparent presentation. There's no doubt.
Thank you, and thank you so much.
Feel free, whoever is watching it on YouTube, post your queries on the comment section. She is very much interested and she is very much happy to answer all your queries. So thank you so much, Shika, for your wonderful presentation. And
thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for insisting me. And thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome, most welcome. So now we will move on to the next speaker of the day. And now she's going to actually present a wonderful case of a 38-year-old woman, where she has actually helped the client to, really get back her life. That's what I should say. And now to say about Shweta, so she is from Lucknow. She has got amazing of 6 years of experience. And for me personally, Shweta used to be with me calling, an year back. It's been very long time we spoke, but suddenly when I connected with her for the case presentation, her own transformation was like amazing. I was completely surprised because the way she used to talk before was like, it's like complete flow of water. She will not stop. But this time when I was talking to her, I was able to see the kind of a relaxed tone of, conversing, and I really enjoyed with that with Shweta. So now coming back, she's from Lucknow and she is having an experience of 6 years, and she is a certified diabetic educator also. And now she is going to present about the case of a woman who really suffered with 14 years of PCOD with other medical conditions also. So over to you, Shweta.
Hi everyone. Renika, should I present, share the screen?
Yes, Shweta. Just making you the co-host. 1 minute. Yes, done. You can share it.
Very good evening, all of you. Myself, Shweta Siddharth, holistic health coach, and today I am going to present case PCOD morphology reverse. My client is her age is 34 when she joined me. And weight is 65. She told me 65, but I think she was a 68 or plus. Weight is 150. Chief complaints, irregular period, and PCOD morphology. When I started taking her history, there's a lot of problems she has. Anxiety, she is not happy at all in life, and she is suffering with constipation, piles, late night sleeping, and sometimes she is whole night she is not sleeping, fearful dreams, too much of complaint. And earlier she was suffering with the pre-diabetic and thyroid also. So come up with her story of the client. This is the story of very, very important. Everybody has to be listened, because this is not the story or the talking about the disease. It's a thought and how the thought is implemented in life and create a disease. The woman is a very well educated and ambitious woman, and a child of two daughters, beautiful daughters. And she married a very handsome and well-settled husband who is working, and they are married in the love marriage. After when they are got the married, I want to start with the so much of the complaint, and when I start listening her, she has a lot of complaint about her in-laws, his husband, this, that, and they are not understood me, and this is like that. She didn't like at all her in-laws, and didn't want to live with them. So when I connected the dots and starting the listening again, her like childhood, why it happened, because she married the love marriage, and the known person who is her relatives also, and the earlier before marriage they knows each and everyone, but after marriage why they are so much of the fighting, and she is not happy at all with her life. So when I started connecting the dot, I found herself, her father, her father was very angry person, and all time he is like beating her all kids, like her brother, her sister, and he's not happy at all, his wife, because he was not educated, and whenever is something like mistakes happen, she start blaming her and shouting, and all the anger, frustrations he come out with the kids. And her mother was uneducated and suppressive emotion, and also she was suffering arthritis. So whenever her father was beating the kids, so her mother is taking care of the all kids, and she is taking care of the all household also. When she was age of 3, her father has one day angry and throw him in front of other kids, and he got the paralyzed. She got the paralyzed. After some time, the treatment she normalized, but again, when the so much of the fear and anxiety, what she learned, her father liked only the education. So she got the exam opportunity of the exam, the Navodaya. She clarify about that exams and got the chance to go Navodaya school, and class of 6. So, and suddenly she saw that everyone is liking her a lot. His father is taking care, his other brother, sister, and relatives are giving her so much of attention and love also. So earlier she was living there alone and not talking to anybody, not interacting anybody, and fearful. So she again got the paralyzed class 6, but after the treatment she was cured. And after 8, she was the teenage starting growing the teenage. She when she reached the teenage, she start the interacting with the other girls also, and start playing the games, enjoying their games and other activities. She like the dance, and she doing. And whenever she come back to home, she is watching. That was the watching the romantic movies also, DDLJ and Ajay Devgan and Shah Rukh Khan also. One thing is very important in that era, 90s is the, and most of the kids and were like inspired a lot of the social media and TVs, and it's impact her life a lot. So she is believing this is the life all about. In after the teenage, this life is like that. When she has completed her 12th, she again talked about her father and said she want to study in a university. Her father is convey and send her the AU University, and she start reading study there. But as a norm society, norm is peer pressure of the other society and relatives, they start the searching the her marriage and boy for her marriage. She don't want to marry, and she is again such a tension and depression. And when she went there, he got the her family relatives. He's a very good guy who is take care of the as a local guardian. When she went for the hostel, she take care, and she so much impressed about him. And as I told, she watching the most of the romantic movies. He is his senior, and after 6 months, he's proposed him because family pressure a lot to marry. So, and the guy is accepted that, and he did hard work and got the job also. But when the marriage is happened, during the marriage, what happened in the normal marriage time, the Indian society, so the a lot of मतलब हंसी मजाक बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं, लोग एक दूसरे को बहुत ज्यादा टीज करते हैं. her brother-in-law is teaching her sister, and she expecting to his husband sort out the all matter. She told him, but the guy is transferred that matter to her his father, and his father is take the prestige, and he's very angry and beat her brother. And again, the same during the marriage, both are so angry, and she denied the marriage, and the husband was slapped her because he said due to her, his father has beat his brother. But family pressure, they married. When she came home, her in-laws want to live with her, and she didn't want to live with her, but husband leave him for 4-5 months and went for the job. And after some time, when they live together, after 4 marriage, the 5 months later, she start the heavy bleeding and clotting, and then she start taking the IUI treatment. After marriage, the same years 2015, she pregnant and deliver a beautiful girl. And 2 years is very good. Her periods are normal, but after second baby, when 2018 she was pregnant, she got her masses in her husband phone, and she is suspected about that. And both has fighting start, and again she is feeling the suppression of the emotion, no use of the life. After delivering the baby, she again start the bleeding, and that 2018 to till 2021, when she meet me, and she continue her period are bleeding are regularly. She took all the time the medicine, 18 to 20 days, her bleeding is continue, and she took medicine. She considered the gynae, the best gynae in Allahabad, and first gynae told her, you have to take the lifetime medicine. After she is very like बहुत ज़्यादा बोर हो गई tablet खा के, then she consulted another doctor. The another doctor has also told her, you have to take either remove your uterus, or you have to took the Mirena for 10 or 5 years. But she don't want to take any medicine, because due to medicine, and after delivering the baby, she diagnosed with a BP, thyroid, and diabetes also. 2021, she contact with me, and when she joined me, she started 2.5 hours, she talked to me, and she started telling all those things. And I was surprised how she is like, मैम कितने दिन में ठीक हो जाएगा, मैं ठीक हो जाऊंगी ना पूरी तरीके से, बस मुझे दवाई नहीं खानी पड़े, आप जो कहोगे मैं वो सब कर लूंगी. So as sir has always said, do the by heart. She's not joining me properly, but she's just concerning me. But I start her detox journey. I said, okay, let's start. Then I start with her the 11 days detox diet. She got some result, and she joined me. And after I started the proper intervention, detox, seed cycling, alkaline water, fruits and vegetable, smoothie, sprout, healthy thali, like all the nutrients were there, the vegetables and dal, chaach, mix, and I had added after 2 months, I has added protein salad also. And when she joined me after 11 days, she got the result. Her bleeding is stopped, and her faith is continued. She continue with journey with me, and she stopped that immediately, that their medicine. And holistic intervention, what I have started, because she has a very, during the clinical intervention, when I said for her the seed cycling. I told her, take the 15 days the seed cycle, or you have to make the laddus if you don't like. I will tell you how to make. And I talked to her, I will explain you, within half an hour, she make the laddu and send it me and said, ma'am, is it okay? I was surprised how much she is excited and want to get relief. Another accident is also happened. I told her, take the saute vegetables. If you don't know, I'll tell you how to make it. Okay. Then within 10 minutes, she make and send me the pic and said, ma'am, is it okay? So after that, she is so anxiety how immediately she get the result. She want to immediately result. After clinical intervention, I started the holistic intervention also. Writing negative emotions and burning, writing whole day activity like journaling, which kind of she spend her time and the whole day. Breathing and morning walk and grass. Observe the nature also. When she is writing down the whole day activities and emotions, she sent it me every day. And when I look at her, the routine, she is doing all the whole day, the all household work and no socialization any. She hasn't talked anybody, she hasn't spirituality, she hasn't do anything. She is so much of the complaint about the God. God is not listening to anything, and he is not. And then he is. I told her when I started after the meal, she slept down and in the morning afternoon, and when he took the food, she start eating, watching the TV. And I asked her which kind of the serial or movies you are watching. She said, Savdhan India. I watching the Savdhan India. I said, why? She said, I don't know, but I am very fearful about my child in future and what they do, like in future, what happened with her. So I am watching. And immediately I stopped her, stopped the watching Savdhan India, do mindful eating. And she start eating with prayer and gratitude. With her kids also, she sent me pic. And emotional journal, when I look at her, the whole day she is talking 4 to 5 calls with her mother. The morning time, her first call, 7 to 7:30, her mother was called every day to her. Then whole day, 4 to 5 times. Then I when I connected the dot, I find she has stopped everything. She is very ambitious. She wants a job, and her husband continue his education, but not allow for the job. She is feeling herself like her mother, and she's suppressing her emotions and shouting and fighting with husband and kids also every time, the whole day, after the whole day or a night. Then I counsel again and said, the mother story is different, your story is different. Is it you are like that? Then she understand, okay, no, she stop. I said, stop take the one call in a day and slowly stop the for a week, and then check your emotions, what kind of the emotions you're feeling. Slowly she stop the mother's calling, like one day or one call or two call, and then 2 days, after 2 days or 1 day. And when she start the morning walk, she observed the nature and walking with grass, and told me all the experience about that. Ma'am, I like a lot when I walk the grass, I feel some calmness, and when I touch the tree, I feel like, yeah, something there, I attract, and I like a lot to moving the nature. And I told her for the moon walk, she did, and moon charge water also. Evening, I have given her physical exercise, and she enjoying with her daughters also. And she did all those things, and she danced like in the school time, so she enjoying that with her daughter. And she is not praying anything, so she don't know meditation. I explained her the meditation. After the meditation, she said something is I'm connected. Like I feel so calm and feel so good. And I asked her what else your hobby is. She said I like earlier the painting, so I recommend her to do the painting. She did all like every day. First month she did every day painting and send it me. And after that I told her do mandala painting. She did also, and experience was she shared with me. I like a lot, ma'am. The painting, when I did the painting, is something is catching me, pulling me inside. And I told her which time you are more angry and not feeling good. Then she said during the cooking and the evening time. So I told her during that time, listen the music, whatever music you like. First start the spiritual song and then start the happy songs also. And she did also, and I told her the gratitude. She started the gratitude, all the family members, all the nature, and everything. After the what I get, final outcome, what has come. First, when she joined me, she is suffering with the bulky uterus, PCOD morphology. Second, after third month, her bulky uterus has gone, only PCOD morphology. And 6 months, within 6 months, her both has gone. And after her final result was physically what she get. When she joined me, she looks like first pick, and after 3 months, she is joining. She looks like this. And final, I asked her for the yesterday present pick. She send it me this. Now after 1 year, she is like day by day, she is reducing her weight, and she is glowing. What she has given me, she said, ma'am, whenever I went for my neighbor called me, you are changed so much, and your appear has changed, your behavior has changed. Her relatives, her family members, all are saying, what happened to you, and what you have changed totally, what you have done. And her husband and her kids are very happy to her, enjoying their life. And she also very happy and enjoying, ma'am, you have changed my life. She has sent me videos. Journey all about her. And she said, first, I'm very grateful to all holistic coaches who has started this journey. Thank you so much. And this journey is not all about me. This journey is all about, this success is all about all HNTP coaches and Dr. Suresh sir, who's launched, and Mamta ma'am, who has launched this wonderful, amazing course. Because this, I had first transformed myself, and then I had to another client. Thank you everyone for watching. Client video.
Yeah, you have it with you? Yeah, please share it. We have time. You can play it.
This time little lengthy.
So when you share it, you have to share it with the sound.
On karo. 2 minutes, Revati.
Right.
Sharing.
Right. Okay, so meanwhile, let me, I cannot stop talking. the way you presented, my God. Shweta, that was an amazing history, first of all, to dig in deep, to go to the childhood where she got literally thrown by her father in front of her sibling, and the way you connected the dots. And I don't know, I'm completely speechless. And very happy to see those reports, those scan reports showing so many complaints and end now with just the polithiasis, and still you're working on. That's a wonderful story. That's a wonderful journey by the client with you. And you have just completely stolen all her health conditions. That's what I can say. Now she's I'm able to see the way she dressed up in the first pic, and then the second, and now she looks like a film actress. I mean, she can even try for any serial. That's how the transformation has happened. That's a wonderful thing. So coaches, do you have any queries regarding this client, or you want to share in some of your feedback? Please go ahead. So Prasanna is clapping hands for you, right? So anybody wants to share anything? Sir, you want to say something, sir? Okay, again, like Shika, your case was like crystal clear. That was an amazing story. And so yes, we are waiting to listen from your client. Is that possible? Or Shweta, you can share the video with me. I can play it for you. You are on mute. Sorry?
2 minutes, 2 minutes. I'm sharing this.
Oh. So how was it, coaches? Both the case presentation? Any feedbacks? Whatever the inputs? Nothing much. Okay, so the silence says that the cases were like just amazed people and they are speechless. Wonderful, wonderful coaches. I'm so happy for both Shweta and Shika, the way you people narrated the story, especially Shweta's narration was like, as if it was like, you know, watching a movie, watching a story of a woman. It was brilliant. And I can very much sense how much the woman would have felt so happy after getting out of those health conditions. Finally, our mentor is there. Sir.
Yeah. Thank
Please,
you.
sir, go ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, sorry, Ravati, last week I couldn't attend, and now I realize how much I missed.
Yes, sir. Indeed, yes.
So this night I need to go through all the 3 presentations by previous speakers. I mean, this is equally powerful as Holisticon, 12 cases.
So we are continuing Holisticon, sir, actually.
Yeah. I mean, Shika keeps surprising me. And this time she has come with a 12-year-old, and the way she handled, okay, that's really amazing. Well done, Shika. God bless you. And I wish you more and more, and keep surprising me with all these wonderful cases. And I would like to hear that vitiligo case. I mean, is it you or Shalu? Vitiligo or psoriasis? Skin?
Vitiligo, yes, sir.
Vitiligo. You handled that, right? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too also. And as Sanya mentioned, I mean, like getting hold of a 12-year-old kid and able to convince them and get into their shoes and into their world and making them do things that, I mean, most of their parents find it quite difficult. Okay, that's where, I mean, today Sandhya and myself, we are talking about a case about her family member, and she is like quite, sir, she is my like sister relation. She wouldn't take me. I mean, she wouldn't listen to me. So it happens for most of the parents and their kids. It's a big problem. Even for my mother, I choose to have Padma as the coach, because but seriously, in a 12-year-old kid, if you are able to bring the transformation, that's really wonderful. And I really look forward to more and more case presentations from you. Okay, more power to you. And coming back
And
to our surprise package, Shweta, I mean, I still remember her 2 years back. So she used to call me and she's full of anxiety, she's full of doubts, and with so many questions. So she will call me, sir, sir. So I kept on changing coaches after coaches, counselors after counselors, and Padma, Prasanna, Revati, who is not. And the good part about Shweta is she doesn't feel ashamed of learning, going and asking. That is the beauty. Okay, many people, we assume that should I reach out to someone? Okay, but the good thing about Shweta is like she is forthcoming and she will go out, sir, whom should I speak to? Is my knowledge good enough? Can I be a holistic coach? And her persistence to learn. Okay, her persistence to learn. I mean, see, one thing I'll tell you about Shweta is I told you that your subscription is going to come to an end. Okay, I didn't mention what is the fee and what are the things that you are going to get. Even before I mentioned any, she sent some amount and said that, sir, I don't know what the fee is going to be. I want to be with you. So consider this as my advance. So, okay, she is the first person to renew. Even before I announced the price. That is the kind of passion she has got for learning. And when myself and Revati were having a discussion in the morning about the case presentation and all, Revati is full of praise for Shweta. Sir, I don't know. I mean, is this our Shweta? Look at her transformation. Her transformation itself is a case, sir, for us. She should present herself as a case because now she is so composed, so confident, and there is no kind of like any kind of anxiety or this thing. And really, Shweta, I mean, like, what do you say? Nazar na lage, dishti, whatever it is. Yeah, take it off. So I'm really impressed with the kind of detailing that you had. Okay, so see, if it is happening with our own family members, in the sense like our HNTP family, the kind of case presentation, it can be as much descriptive as possible. Okay, but when we are presenting, you see, the reason why I chose those speakers for Holisticon, right? They're all like seasoned presenters. So they know how to structure a presentation and which point to highlight, okay, and which point to. So these are the things that you need to pick up when it comes to case presentation. Okay, so if you look at Shika's presentation, for example, she was given only 20 minutes and to the dot. Got it? So you can always leave space for people because these are things called, say, for example, if you look at all of us in the video, those who are in the video, okay, it's a simple thing. Where the light is coming from, are you in the middle of the frame? Okay, is voice clear? These are the simple things, right? So before you just switch on the camera, you just see, like in your video settings, you can see the preview. Where is it coming, right? Is everything clear? So these are called simple basic things. Okay, so I mean, someone did Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits was reviewed, right? That book was reviewed. So in that, when you look into that British cycling team, so small changes, incremental changes, they add up to big results. Okay, so we take certain things for granted, right? But it should not, unless and otherwise you are Mark Zuckerberg or what do you say, Steve Jobs, you can come with a t-shirt, or just like in Shah Rukh Khan's movie Alia Bhatt, so he comes with a torn jeans to a medical conference. So unless otherwise we reach to that stage, when we are in the earlier stages of establishing our credibility. You know, one day Shweta called me up and said like about the class, sir, please don't wear check shirts for the class, sir. You are a doctor. Okay, wait, plain clothes, sir, and all these things. So you should look like, see, Shweta, I'm not doing it for anyone. Okay, I'm doing it for our own students. When I go to conference and all, so I go in a different way. So I go to a party, it's different. I mean, see, she has got that, what do you say, the passion for learning. What I mean to say is, when you have that passion for learning, and it will take you to places. It's only beginning for her. I mean, in my opinion, it's just only a beginning. Okay, she has crossed so many things, and the kind of background she has narrated, the kind of life she has seen, because I know her personally, her personal story as well. And she is a real inspiration. Now, if she goes back to her village and meet her classmates and all, just give her one more year, in Ravati Madam's famous line. Yeah, in one more year, yeah, we'll see a different and altogether a wonderful coach from HNTP. I wish you all the best, Shweta, and God bless you seriously, and keep coming up with such wonderful cases. Thank you, Ravati.
Thank you so much, sir. So that gives us the complete, complete satisfaction of the presentation today. So thank you so much. So Shweta, is that possible? Probably you can share the feedback in the group, right?
I'm sharing.
You're sharing now? Yeah. Please.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
You're sharing it right now?
शेयर हो रहा है ना? It's visible.
Yeah. It is shared, but I suspect whether you have checked that share the sound box, because the audio is not there.
I think it is better you share it in our group.
Group, yes. That's
Yeah,
what I
WhatsApp group, because it's only 4 minutes and people can definitely watch it.
Shweta, you can actually share it in the group. No, the voice is not there. The voice is not there. So you can share it in the group.
Okay.
Shweta, we are unable to hear. I mean, it's not clear. So it's better you share it in the group, and all of the coaches who could not attend, they will also see the feedback, and then they'll go back and to the Facebook and listen to your presentation again.
Yes. It's on YouTube.
Share in the WhatsApp.
Yeah. Okay. Bye everyone. Thank you once again, Ravati and Sandhya. Looking forward to your team's case presentation next month.
Sure, sir. I'll talk and I'll post the message. And sir, what are the updates from that cancer hospital?
I mean,
session
Madhavi has come. It's all about like doctors' opportunities working in Africa. So I went there just to meet one of my alumni, senior doctor. The medical director over there is one of our alumni. So just to see like if I can get cancer hospital as one of the internship opportunities. So I just to explore and build relationships. Nothing more as such for us.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Take care, everyone.
sir,
Bye-bye.
may I say something?
Yes,
Well,
sir,
once
yes,
more, Shika and Shweta.
Sir, one request.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Make HNW is a degree course, sir. It's my my heart is like says, yeah, it will be like it should be like HNW is a degree course.
Yeah, definitely. It
I
will.
wish,
It
sir,
will one day.
please.
Definitely. Given that once we have this clinical nutrition subjects are also covered, so why not? Okay. It is going to be the first virtual university, probably.
Pioneer, sir. Yes.
Okay, then. Bye-bye.
Pioneers. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Shweta and Shika, for your time. Wonderful case presentation. And so we'll catch up next week with another couple of case presentations, and we'll catch up next week, Wednesdays. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.